You ever tried to do something and it either hurt or you really struggled with it? And maybe it was a physical movement, or maybe it was school or hanging a wall hanging. I'm going to encourage you. I just posted something yesterday on Facebook. I'm going to encourage you when you're struggling with something, whether it's pain or just general struggle, try to do it differently. Change your mindset and try to do it different. So, in this tidbit, we're going to talk about how to do that a little bit and come up with some different ideas. If you don't know me, I'm Laura Turner. My maiden name is Tid, and these are my tidbits on life. I am a physical therapist and a strength coach, and I have very I have thoughts on life. And so I like to share my little tidbits on life and sometimes throw in some movement. This specifically, I learned in a course called The Female Athlete, taught by Anthony Lowe. And really got me thinking on when you're in pain and you want to move better and do something different, you want, and you're free to move because it hurts when you do it this way. We frequently just try to keep pushing through and try to make that way better. But if you just change a little bit, so if you have pain when you sit down and stand up, maybe change your foot position a little bit. Maybe you turn your feet out and then try and see if that makes a difference on the pain as you're coming up. Or turn the feet in. I don't know what the right answer for you is. You have to play with it and experiment a little bit. But changing how you're doing it and just changing a little bit can make that pain feel better and make everything easier. So if it's a pain reason, like shift your foot position, shift your knee position. Maybe, I am a physical therapist and for a very long time, cue people to not let their knees go in, not let their knees touch as they stand up. But if feels better, why is that wrong? As long as they're doing it without pain, like it's okay. Let your knees go in. So you could adjust your knee position, you can adjust your hip position, maybe you move closer to the seat, maybe you need to really lean forward. When I look at a squat and I'm assessing a squat, I'm going to look, does your trunk stay parallel to your shins as you go all the way down ass to grass? But maybe that creates pain that way, or maybe they don't have emotion. But if they shift a little bit and they can get deeper motion, or they can do it more comfortably by just leaning forward and not having, maybe they're more vertical or their trunk is really over their knees. It's not wrong. It doesn't always look nice, but it's not necessarily wrong, especially if they're able to feel better in the process with changing how they're doing it. This also, I think, applies to everyday life. We tend to struggle. We maybe would argue with people. We have one strong belief about something, and we're bullheaded that it's my way or the highway. We're only going to do it this way. But maybe if you're getting nowhere and you're just fighting and you're struggling and you are arguing, maybe try to see it differently. Maybe try to think of a different way to get there. Maybe yelling and screaming and pushing really hard to change someone's mind is not helpful. Maybe go quiet, see what happens there. Maybe talk nicer. Maybe ask them a question. I think trying to find more and more information and find different ways to approach the same subject is a better way to have a conversation. Not always. I tend to shy away and not say anything and try to and get silent. And sometimes I need to speak up more. It all depends on the situation. But when we start to think, okay, how can I do this differently so that I get my point across and so that either they listen, or and they may listen but not change their mind. Maybe the change has to come from me. Like, why do I feel like I need to change your mind? Maybe you have your own opinions on something. That's okay. Maybe that I have to get over that and be okay with, like, we're not going to agree. And you do you, and I'll do me, and we can still be nice to each other. So it's another way of looking at how can we do it different, and doing life different. If you're struggling in you don't love your job, maybe go into work and change your mindset and say, what do I love about my job? How can I look at this differently? And how can I, because maybe there isn't another job out there for you. Maybe like it's good, but like it's not the best that you want to be at. How can you show up and make it so that your day is better and you're not dreading it? Looking at how can we do things differently in every aspect of life, I think will help make you feel better on a whole, and can make us make us feel better physically and help our struggles. When I hung this, I couldn't reach up top. I still don't know that I love exactly. I mean, I love the hanging. Isn't it gorgeous? My friend Kathy made it for me. And if you know, I love sea turtles because of my niece Lexi, but I didn't hang it in just the right spot. It's not centered. It's not perfect. I'm not a perfectionist. But I had to play with it and, readjust, and fell down a few times. Then I changed how I was doing it and changed what I was standing on, and I changed the stickers on the back of it, and it got there. And now I love it. And so it's fine, right? And I changed my mindset about having it be perfect. And I probably should move it a little bit, but it is what it is. When you can have that, adopt that mindset, feeling better, moving better, doing it a little bit differently, changing how you're doing something, it can be very helpful. And then don't forget to breathe. If it's hurting when you're going to stand up, are you holding your breath? Our tendency when something hurts is to we hold our breath and we don't move. And when we exhale is when we get our core stable, when we get our core active. And so using your breath to either breathe out when you're going up, or breathe in when you're going up. You get to play with it and see which one feels better. But always remember to take a little breath at the end when you're struggling with something, checking in with your breath, doing it different, stop holding your breath can make life easier. It's a frequent cue I give to a lot of clients because you run around like this. Me too. And I frequently am in a sympathetic state. And when I breathe out, life is better. Just doing a little bit of different breathing helps everything feel better. I hope that's helpful. I hope you feel better, move better, change how you're doing it if it doesn't feel good in any aspect of life, and stop beating your head against the wall and trying to just do the same thing, because if that's not helping, give it a couple tries, but if it's not working, do something different. Have a great week. Thanks for listening. If this is helpful and you enjoyed this, please subscribe to the channel. You can leave a comment below if you'd like me to talk about something that is relative in your life. I would love to do that. You can leave a comment below and I will absolutely reply to them. And so subscribe, share it. Let's start to spread the word. I try to keep these positive. I do sometimes talk politics and give my opinion, but my opinion's my opinion. And I'm willing to listen to other people. I just might not agree with you. And I don't expect you all to agree with me either. But I think that's how the world can be better. And we can make the world a better place by listening and having greater conversations. It's just my tidbit of advice. Don't forget, do it different and have a great week. And I'll see you next week.